Well, good day, folks, and welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I'm your host, Neil Johnson. Excited to be with you and share this report with you. I'm jacked about this. This may be the most jacked up I've been about a news story in a little while because Kevin McCarthy has somehow gone ultra mega, and I'm not even joking about this. I'm not trying to give you false hope. You guys know I was opposed to McCarthy's speakership, but you've got to see this video.
20 of them last Congress called on Speaker Pelosi at the time to release the adjacent Capitol Hill security footage of all things that happened on that day. Is that something that you'd be interested in doing? Congressman Gates said that you would be willing to do that. Is that
Yeah, I think the public should see what has happened on day. I've watched what Nancy Pelosi did, where she politicized it. Where for the first time in the history as a speaker, not allowing the minority to appoint to a committee, to pick and choose. We watched the politicization of this. I think the American public should actually see all what happened instead of a report that's written for a political basis. And I think the answer. We're looking through that. I want to be very thoughtful about it, but yes, I'm engaged to do that.
Now, if you just happen across this video and you're not part of my regular audience, you may not understand the significance of this. But the FBI has been curiously uninterested in the major players from that day. Now, we all know who Ray Epps is, or we call him Fed Epps, who actually was up there right at the front telling everybody to go in, was there the night before telling everybody to go in, and the FBI has no interest in him. So then there's this guy who's named Be Civil Guy. While everyone else was focused on the commotion from the Ray Epps breach, Be Civil Guy was heading in the opposite direction toward a Capitol Police team on the Capitol grounds. He can be seen in images approaching them with his hands up, trying to flag them down. So what explains Be Civil's bravery or insanity? What motivated him to illegally trespass way up the lawn by himself, then wave down a whole squad of officers stationed at the second perimeter before the first police perimeter line had even been breached? Then you can see this picture of Fence Cutter Guy. Fence Cutter Guy, he just calmly walked around cutting these fences. Nobody interfered with him. Nobody seemed concerned about him, and he wasn't in a hurry at all. So then there's Bullhorn Guy telling everybody to go in. And they're not concerned about him either. These are people, they're talking about this like, it was organized and all. Yeah, it was apparently. And they're not interested in the organizers. And you've got to ask yourself why. And now all the footage, the getting ushered in the building, all of it coming out. This is massive. And this completely destroys the lies of the Unselect Committee. And we're finding more and more out, too, about what Nancy was doing behind the scenes, how she did not want help from the National Guard, and what she did for security or lack thereof to create this narrative. Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, the only two Republicans allowed on there who weren't Republicans at all. This is where all the things that we saw. Benny Thompson, who is an actual real-life insurrectionist, you can look him up, okay? He was the guy heading the committee, and back in the, I think it was the 70s, he was actually funding a group that actually was trying to do an insurrection against the U.S. You can't make this stuff up. These people are shameless. Now, the whole thing's blowing up right in front of their face, folks. Hey, if you're new to the channel, please smash the like button on your way out and subscribe. We'd love to have you. Be part of the family. Peace out.